We watched Tenet. I love that movie. This would be my second time watching the movie, right? Tenet is one of those movies you definitely have to watch and listen to. You cannot go into that movie thinking that you know what it's about and you work out, because you will definitely miss it, and you have to watch something like 2 or 3 times. Like that. How about he need to do the Beijing commercial from now on? Like that's his, that needs to be his life, because bruh got he had his stuff, his beard and his doggone hair stayed jet black the entire show. Like it was black. And I'm talking about that thing was shiny. So he need to be on the Beijing box, like for real. Like he need endorsements immediately. The he Denzel Washington son, and same walk, same smooth walk, same facial gestures. He's the guy that played in Black Klansman. He's really making a name for himself. Of course, you know I can't think of his name, what his name is, but he is definitely in his own right. This movie, it came out during the COVID though, so it's not getting the attention that it deserves. I love what I liked about this movie and when I watched it the second time was the fact that it wasn't the same old humdrum story. Like we've had Total Recall where people go back in time, and of course we had the Terminator where people talk about coming back in time, but this was told in a totally different way. Not to mention, this movie has this guy. You know, you have to really pay attention to it. An inverted fight scene. Imagine that. Who thought to do such a thing? Inverted fight scene. The other thing that they did, that I loved, was they had the action sequence. They played them backwards and forwards, so you could really see the detail and the groundwork, and just if you're a fight scene type person like IP Man and all of those things, the karate movies, I'm gonna start going back into those a little bit here too. If you into that kind of stuff, man, the Tenet got you. I love the play on words too. That's another part of it that I really like. I liked how if you listen to the movie, you hear the how they play on words with different stuff, and how they communicate, their communication style, those covert operation type things. Yeah, that's what's up. Another thing that I like about this movie was the unexpected. It had a lot of surprises. It was a story that did not have the same old humdrum. And to be honest with you, this movie takes like a little bit of education, because they use some 7-syllable Scrabble bonus words up in that mud. Like if you if you're not really up on your vocabulary, if you're a little slow wit, then you might be a little lacking in understanding what they're talking about. I'm gonna have a list of vocabulary words, just a couple you might want to review before you watch the movie. Because I'm gonna tell you, I had to look up protagonist. And I was like, why am I having to look this up? Because I couldn't remember what it was. And it became such a central word to the whole thing. Like the whole thing, you needed to understand what a protagonist was in order to get the film. And while we have general understandings of a lot of words, this Tenet movie made me rethink my understanding just a little bit. So, another good thing about this movie was the villain got his just due, by a woman, no less. Old girl gave it to him at the end. She, in a lot of these movies, oh, look at this. I found my ears. Oh, I got some extra ears. Anyway, old girl gave it to him at the end, and I like that. I mean, of course, you know, you have a male dominated action sequence, all guns in, but when it came down to handling the villain, sis handled the villain. So I like that part of the movie. I liked her liberation story from that crazy man. Just know that Tenet, after watching it twice, I understand. You know, time is flexible. I understand things are not always lateral, and that sometimes the unexpected can actually be coming from a different perspective, right? Because that can happen. Date night with the husband. I love this movie. I want everybody to know it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful story. Straight out of the movie theater. Yes, I went to AMC South Lake to watch it. We almost had the movie theater to ourselves. Like we were almost like to ourselves. And understand, we only paid $7 for both of us to go to the movies, because the movie theaters are empty. And yeah, so it was only $7. Actually, it was $7.77 for both of us to go to the movies on a Monday evening, and we enjoyed the movie. It was like a couple about 4 rows ahead of us and a couple about 5 rows behind us, all the way at the top. But overall, uh, we were, I mean, whole movie theater, IMAX. I say support the movie theater still. I know everybody's scared of everything right now. I get it. But it was really safe and a really good experience. You got your mask on, social distancing, theaters. Please don't let the theaters go down. I need to be able to go to the movie theater.